Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, God, he's started.
Hello, and welcome to this Final Boss Fight Quiz Night. Rogue can keep hold of that bit of information that he's looking up until after the quiz now. But my name is John, and I'm joined by Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben, and you need to give me all your answers.
And don't give him any of your answers.
Give me all your answers.
And I'm joined by Rogue.
Howdy, howdy. One day, Ben will get bored with this bit.
Who should also...
I will never get bored of this bit.
Who should also not get any of your answers, but is not going to ask for them. Hopefully.
That's because it's mine. I get your answers.
And we are going to do the quiz night. Tonight, I have 4 rounds of 10 questions. And 1 bonus question because I found out an interesting bit of information after writing the quiz today. That was like, this is a question. This needs to be a question, but I've already written it all. Well, bonus question time. So tonight's quiz...
We're screwed.
Tonight's quiz, we have Discworld.
Okay.
We have a recap of 2025.
Okay.
We have Big Screen Little Sentences 3, which is the last of the Big Screen Little Sentences. And because I've been watching Percy Jackson and the Olympians, I've got Greek myth.
Interesting.
Because I was going to do Percy Jackson, and I realised, maybe people haven't actually read it.
I mean, that's a very valid point. I think I ended up watching the film a long time ago. The first one, at least.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not the best way to have enjoyed the... I mean, it's decent. Anyway, moving along. It's an okay way to enjoy the source material, but not the best. We're going to do the 4 rounds of 10 to 11 questions. If you want to take part at home, please do. But do write down your answers and don't share them in the chat until we are marking the questions and have answered that question. Please do not share your answers. It spoils some of the fun.
Just remember to write them in a personal chat to me, Ben the Quest Giver.
There is no prize but bragging rights. There is no punishment except you have to come up with a round for next time. And so the first thing I need to ask you guys is quiz names. Quiz team names. Ben, quiz team name, please.
I will be the Great Question.
Quest Ian. Quest Ian or Question?
I'm trying to sort of attach it into the Great Atuan, but so something. It's not the most important thing.
Yeah,
it's a pun.
Well,
but,
if Ben is going to be the Quest Ian, I will be the Smart Alex. Which is a very niche joke for me and anyone who has done martial arts with me. Because, fun fact, that is also my scholar name at my martial arts school.
Ah, interesting.
Because I keep getting mixed, because I joined at the same time as my friend Alex, and for some reason, the provost, for the longest time, couldn't tell you two apart? Kept accidentally calling me Alex. Despite the fact that I am a larger gentleman with very brown hair, and my friend is a twig with a exploding silver mop of hair.
Well, very similar
exactly
people.
Look the same.
Let's crack on with round 1, and I realise I still have not yet managed to get my OBS timer renewed because the
Reasons.
timer apparently hasn't updated to the latest version of OBS Studios.
Oh.
I need to look into that and figure out why or what to do about it. But you're not going to see a timer down there, but I'm going to keep a timer running for myself.
Oh.
So that we don't get too caught up in sidetracks, which I fear we probably will with the round on Discworld. I imagine we've all read an amount of it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement.
So question 1 of the Discworld round. Nunc id vides, nunc id vides. Great, I'll try that again. Nunc id vide, nunc ne vide is the official Latin motto of the Unseen University. To which English phrase does the motto closest translate? Never tickle a sleeping dragon. No, no, you're doing it all wrong. Now you see it, now you don't. Or eat a bit of pie. Nunc id vide, nunc ne vide is the Latin motto of the Unseen University. To which English phrase does the motto closest translate?
You run through the options again?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon. No, no, you're doing it all wrong. Now you see it, now you don't. Or eat a bit of pie.
I'll admit that it has been a while since I've come across that one, but I feel like one of those has a little clue to it.
There is potential that you can work it out.
Well, we are the smart Alexes. Oh, no, that's just you.
Steal my... First you're asking people for answers, now you're trying to steal my name. They'll do anything for you.
Of course! You got to make sure that the odds are ever in your favour.
That's a different book series.
I know they say you got to make your own luck, but this is somewhat ridiculous.
Question 2. Complete the quote from Lords and Ladies. In the beginning there was...
I need to read more Pratchett, because I'm getting Douglas Adams instead.
In the beginning there was... ...
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know if I actually read that one yet.
Oh, don't worry, we're going to have quotes from other books as well.
I'm going to go as best as I know that quote, because I don't. So let's hope that's accurate.
I'm going to drop the timer down to a minute.
Behaving ourselves. What's wrong?
Question 3. Who is the main protagonist of Going Postal? Who is the main protagonist of Going Postal?
Do you pronounce that? I've spelled that right name correctly.
Luckily, we're not a spelling test. Mostly. We have once been a spelling test.
Did you know that there used to be other types of bee beyond a spelling bee?
Sewing bees, I believe, is one that's commonly thrown around as well. What What other kinds of bees?
And I don't know.
Oh.
I just find it interesting that a bee is a type of event.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry. I was curious a little bit. This was the story which got me into Terry Pratchett in the first place.
Okay.
More for the sake of I think it was the BBC live action version.
Yes.
That was my first ever, well, at least as far as I remember, my first ever interaction with Terry Pratchett.
Not a bad starting point.
Damn good story.
Aha, okay. May I share my a complete version of the fun fact involving spelling bees?
Go ahead.
Okay.
So, in a spelling, bee refers to a community social gathering for a specific task, not the insect, originating from the Middle English word bene, favour or help, or Old English bane, help. Related to Boone and became popular in the 1800s for events like quilting, husking, before spelling matches adopted the term for their collective spelling contests. So, collective. So you could have a quilting bee, a barn raising bee, a D&D bee. Arguably,
Anything you are working on together.
UK Games Expo could be argued to be a board games bee. Just a very big one.
Oh my god, John. We could make the bard bee.
The bard bee. Well, I mean, you give away enough freebies as it is, Ben.
Yeah, that's true.
Complete the following quote from Jingo. Give a man a fire and he's warm for a day.
Oh, if it's not that one, I'm going to be very sad.
I'm really hoping I got this one right as well.
You know when your brain just hits you with an answer like it's a truck.
Are you happy to move on to question 5? Because I feel that you might both have answers already.
Yeah, I think we might have got
Yes.
that one as well.
What is the occupation of Bloody Stupid Johnson? What is the occupation of Bloody Stupid Johnson?
Oh, that's a good one.
Not that Johnson, my brother.
Oh,
I have stronger things than bloody stupid for that particular Johnson.
Question. I know.
I don't even want to.
Question 6, and this will hopefully please Ben. Complete this quote from Going Postal.
Yay!
Do you not know that man is not dead? ... Do you know that a man is not dead? ... How are you doing, Sir Droobles? Welcome into the quiz. Do not give Ben your... Do not give Ben your answers. I feel that at the moment your answers aren't going to assist Ben, but
you should give them to me anyway.
if you know the correct ones, don't give them to Ben. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling terrible. I hope you feel better soon. I know that you've had an infection for January.
January? When did we change? When did we start naming it after Jen? Who is this Jen? Why have they plagued your brother?
Oh, that's the timer. I mean, all year is also fair. You've had a problem for 2026 so far. Question 7. Who illustrated Terry Pratchett's books? Who is most commonly known as the illustrator for the Discworld books?
Oh, that's a good one.
Are you at least able to relax while you're watching this, brother? I hope the answer is yes, because if it's no, why? What are you doing that is not relaxing while you're watching our quiz?
You do not know he was sent to foreign shores to fight the savage fire beetles of the Sahara.
I mean, I must say, I'll actually sort of say that I love the way that you asked that, John, because it just sounded like a medieval sort of, "What ails you, brother? How
Exactly.
might I aid you?"
Entirely that energy. I loved it. I'm kind of jealous. I want to be enrolled into the Knights Hospitalier du final boss fight, or whatever that knight in the order would be called.
Looking at making a magic deck, but it's not going well. I mean, if you're looking into, like, we're not going to give you advice on that. So this is a terrible place to have come if you were looking for assistance.
Yeah, put in 40 decent cards and make the rest of them land.
We're going to give you some advice with it, apparently.
I never said it was good advice.
Oh, Rogue, I made a deck today that I'm hoping to play Sir Drubals with at some point soon that I've titled Blues Clues.
That's psychopathic. You're a monster.
It's a mono blue deck that it focuses around clues and drawing multiple cards per turn. Blues Clues.
Blue deck and drawing loads of cards.
I know, it's
Next
crazy.
Saying you built a green deck that creates elf tokens.
Not yet. But now it's time for question 8. I haven't built a lot of decks, to be fair. I've got 2 Spider-Man decks and a blue deck about blues. I don't have a lot of elves. Well, I have had a lot of elves previously. Anyway, question 8. Complete the following quote from the Hogfather. Take the universe and grind it down to the finest powder and sieve it through the finest sieve. ... Complete the quote from the Hogfather. Take the universe and grind it down to the finest powder and sieve it through the finest sieve... ... Was this the earthbending deck you were trying to build, Drew?
You know what I'd love? With all these like Magic the Gathering, working with other franchises stuff. I would absolutely adore a Witcher crossover.
That'd be interesting.
Admittedly, a bit weird because it would essentially be like, it's not going to be Gwent, but
yes, it was a red, white, green allies and earthbending deck.
Oh, that's a broad mix for that.
Andrew says that would be better than the Star Trek one that we're getting this year, which makes no sense.
Are you telling me that the Riker maneuver isn't a spell you want to play?
I'm very much looking forward to the Star Trek one, but I'm not a massive Trekkie. I'm curious to see how they're gonna do it. I really am like I want to see the TMNT one they're doing because I'm a massive Turtles head. They're doing one later this year called Reality Fracture that I'm really curious about the lore behind that.
Kind of. Yeah, there's a lot of for Magic the Gathering stuff that, like, at some point it would be nice if they went
There's
to
a lot
just.
to write down on that statement.
Question 9.
That's a very long version of that quote I see Ben's gone for.
Oh, did you just finish the sentence? I finished the quote.
Question
sorry.
9. The Discworld stands atop a giant turtle and 4 elephants. Name as many of those creatures as you can. Atop the turtle there are 4 elephants, and atop the elephants is the Discworld. Name those 5 creatures. Star Trek tends to be about not fighting, but they do a lot of fighting between the not fighting they're trying to do.
I mean, there is the Dominion War, the Bald War, the Cardassian War, all of which you see in, the show. Then there's the conflict with the Klingons and the Romulans. There's actually quite a lot of war in Star Trek. Because
for a show
Starfleet's
that's about
military.
not fighting. Question 10. I'm not looking for the entire rest of the book, but please do complete the following quote from Small Gods. You can't trust any bugger any further than you can throw him... ...
See that?
You can't trust any bugger any farther than you can throw him... ... Wouldn't the show be more interesting if they did do that sometimes, though? Drew says, right, but they don't set out going, well, let's go and have a big fight and fuck up the Klingons. I'm kind of curious to see how they... You can't trust any bugger any farther than you can throw him... ... Be clear, the dots are not part of the quote, that's just where the quote ends. Just in case there was any confusion.
These quotes have the same... I do love some... there are so many really good quotes in a lot of fantasy writing, and I can never quite... I always get tripped over by the Bilbo quote.
And now it's time for the bonus question, which I'm going to ask you, and then we're immediately going to... Well, I'm going to ask you, and then we'll have a little bit of time for you to come up with an answer, but I think it's unlikely you'll know it. We'll find out. You might know it. Let's find out together. Bonus question. Why did Terry Pratchett change German publishers in the mid-90s?
I do know this one. I came across it.
Fantastic. One person is getting bonus points, at least, maybe.
I have an answer.
Note,
it's probably wrong.
Ask Rogue first.
But no, like the Bilbo quote always trips me up because it's something like, I like I know I know half as you, half of you, half as well as you deserve, and half of you try. See, I get stuck on it. I need to look it up. Bilbo tree quote.
I know the one you're talking about. It's a good quote. I can't remember off the top of my head either. Because it's one which I would... Had I had the foresight and the thought to mentally put it in, I would have loved to have said it on my last day of work.
I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you as well as you deserve.
Mm.
Which, yes, that would have been a great one to leave the office with. Let's get some answers now. Rogue, what does the official Latin motto of the Unseen University translate to?
Closely. Now you see it, now you don't.
Yes.
Yep.
And also the whole of Ankh-Morpork's motto translates to how much is that doggy in the window?
The one with the waggly tail.
Because of the way that I've set this up now, Ben, you're going to get to complete all of the quotes.
Hey! That doesn't mean I'm going to get them right.
Ben, complete the quote from the lords and ladies. In the beginning, there was...
Everything that came before.
Rogue.
Because I had no idea.
There was nothing.
I was looking for slightly longer of a completion to that, but I'll give you a half point.
Yay!
In the beginning, there was nothing, which exploded.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that's very Pratchett. I very nearly was like, I had to stop myself putting in essentially quotes from Douglas Adams in there.
There's
as I said at the
the
time.
Douglas Adams one that's very similar. That's like in the beginning, or the
The-
universe started, and a lot of people have been very angry about it since.
Yeah. There's generally
There's
taken
several
to be a bad
variations on
thing.
that, which I love, which is like, because it's, with one of his later books, it's like, the universe was created, and many people have considered this a bad idea.
Rogue, who is the main protagonist of Going Postal?
Moist von Litwig.
Correct.
Fun fact: in the film version, it's one of the best. It's one of the first appearances of Claire Foy, and holy fucking shit, mommy, please.
Ben, complete this quote from Jingo. Give a man a fire and he's warm for a day.
Set a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
Correct.
Yay! I got it right.
I mean, it feels like it's the obvious one, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean that one just rolls off the tongue.
It sets itself up so well.
It really worries me that it rolls off the tongue, Ben.
What's
The
that?
story so far, in the beginning, the universe was created. This made a lot of people very angry and was widely regarded as a bad move. Drew has posted to the chat for us.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you very much.
Rogue, what is the occupation of Bloody Stupid Johnson?
I don't know. Guardsman?
Ben, what is the occupation of Bloody Stupid Johnson?
I don't know why I feel like he's got two, but I've got down inventor and landscaper.
Yeah, the one I've got written down is inventor, but I would also accept landscaper and architect. He dabbled, but primarily he was an inventor. So you get the point, because you got the right answer. As I say, I would have accepted architect because he built what were supposed to have been some great works that he got the scale slightly wrong on. He did some landscaping, which he got the scale the other way wrong on. But primarily he was an inventor who did things such as the sorting machine at the Ankh-Morpork post office, where he rounded pi to 3 instead of 3 and a little bit. And the sorting machine started sorting post that hadn't been sent yet. Ben,
I do love the magic in that book.
The time space collapses as you have post that hasn't been sent yet that gets delivered before it gets sent. Ben, complete the quote from Going Postal. Do you know that a man is not dead?
While his name is still spoken.
Correct. And
Thank
long
God,
may GNU Terry Pratchett. Rogue, who illustrated the Discworld book?
No bloody idea. And that's literally what I wrote.
No, that's not the right answer. Ben.
I don't know, Rihanna Pratchett?
I end up having no idea. For some reason, Kirby jumped into my head, so I put down Jack Kirby.
The reason that Kirby jumped into your head is the correct answer is Paul Kidby.
Close, but never mind.
I mean, that'd be iconic. Oh yes, I made Spider-Man and I illustrated the Terry Pratchett.
Yeah, I know.
Paul Kidby is most widely regarded as the illustrator of the books. Obviously, they have done books since they stopped working together, and re-released covers with other artwork and things on them, but he did most of the art. Ben, complete the quote from Hogfather. Buckle up. Take the universe and grind it down to the finest powder and sieve it through the finest sieve.
And then show me one atom of justice, one molecule of mercy. And yet you act as if there is some ideal order in this world, as if there is some righteousness in the universe by which it may be judged.
The rest of that conversation is much more fun.
That whole conversation is amazing, and I love it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I like the bit where they start going on, where man reach something about I think it paraphrases the rising ape meets the angels or something like that.
The place where
the
the falling angel meets the rising ape.
Yes. Well, I love that. I go through it every year. Every year I will always listen to the audiobook because as well it's read and spoken so perfectly in the audiobook. So, yeah.
I need to ask whether or not I get even a fraction of a point for just going, you will find no atom of justice, one mote of mercy.
I'll give you a half point for that. That's close to the correct.
Oh, that's very kind of you. After Ben's soliloquy, Ben's verbatim speech.
Do I get extra for going longer?
No. I mean, if you're interested,
technically, yeah, half a point. The other half.
If you're interested, the correct what I had written down, and then show me one atom of justice, one molecule of mercy. That's as far as I copied that sentence out to, the end of the sentence. Apparently, Ben, you get 10 Drew points.
Yay!
Which, I guess, much like the actual points of the quiz, are made up and don't matter. Sir Drubal says, Drew points are just like regular points, but they don't count.
No, they spell instead.
Rogue, can you name the turtle and any of the elephants?
No.
That answers that question.
Turtle?
Well done. Ben.
Well, okay. I've got Great Atuan, because
Yep.
obviously Great Atuan is Great Atuan. Now, as for the names, I can't remember exactly. And I think I got like the first part of them, but then they get very and I couldn't remember what. So I've got Verpak something, Mahapa something, Asuma something, Badr, Badru something. Because I know that the names are longer than that, but I can't remember what they are.
So they're I'll give you a half point for correctly getting the name of the turtle.
Thank you.
The elephants are Berelia, Jerikeen, Tubble, and Great Typhon.
Oh,
I don't know why
Where did mine
Typhon
come
is
from?
great.
oh, fair enough. Where the hell did mine come from? I don't know.
I don't know. Some other four turtles standing on the back
I've
of it.
obviously gone completely insane.
They're just four other turtles standing on the back of a giant space.
Yeah.
Four other elephants standing on the back of a giant space turtle with a world on their back. It's just not this one. Ben, complete the following quote from Small Gods. You can't trust any bugger any further than you can throw him.
That's what I say, because I had no idea.
Rogue.
And most of them half as much as that.
The correct quote is, you can't trust any bugger any farther than you can throw him, and there's nothing you can do about it, so let's have a drink.
Oh. To
Where's
be fair,
mine
that's a
from,
nice
then?
little.
Yeah.
Oh, yours sounds like it don't come from the Hobbit.
And
Or come
Rogue.
from the Lord of the Rings, but still.
Yeah?
Why did Terry Pratchett change German publishers in the 90s?
They were rude to his cat?
Ben.
Oh, I love this one when it came up. I'd seen a video where this was one of these questions where you can make up answers to go alongside it and try and trick people in. And yeah, it's a wonderful one. He changed publishers because they were putting adverts into his book. Literally wrote them into his book for, I think it was Maggie Noodles and a noodle soup. Basically, it said, well, that was fun. I'm feeling rather hungry. I feel like we should go and get some Maggie soup. They were literally writing in their own adverts into his book. The moment he found out about it, he immediately changed publishers.
It's
Yes.
weird as hell.
They added the particular post that I found has a quote from Pratchett where he mentions he believes it was in Sorcery, although it could have been in other books as well. They inserted a soup advert into the text. There was a few black lines, and then something like, around about now, our heroes must have been pretty hungry. What better than a nourishing bowl of Maggie soup noodles?
Yeah!
Which was just
Good
an
Maggie.
advert for soup noodles. And he didn't immediately change publishers. He said to his publisher at the time, don't do that. And they said, we can't guarantee we won't do it again in the future. And so he said, fine, and went to someone else.
No more rights for you. There we...
Wild. Who? The sheer audacity of just being like, yeah, if someone's come to buy this book,
mean,
let's just
the thing which I
add
want
a
to know
soup
now
advert.
is, did they just like copy and paste the same advert into every book, or did they try to come up with a creative way
Do you think
to write it in?
Do you think they had one guy that was just the soup seller guy that was like,
Yeah.
we need to rewrite this for every book? Like, here's the text for the new Terry Pratchett book. Work in a soup advert.
I just love it. You just imagine if Terry Pratchett was a petty sort, just to put down the most vile thing in this entire thing is Maggie soup noodles. no one in their right mind eats Maggie soup noodles.
Yeah, Sir
God.
Drubel says, I'm the soup book advert writer guy.
You've seen my works in the Lord of the Rings.
It was around this time on the Battle of Pelennor Fields where our heroes decided to break for a small serving of Maggie soup noodles. Noodles. The ring wraith comes down on the fell beast and says, no man can stop me," and Eowyn
This
gets up with the
noodle
soup
I am no
noodles in
man.
hand,
I am soup.
splashes the soup in his face, and he
In
soup.
fairness to soup, hot soup as a weapon, I think is underused in fantasy, because if you think about like armor and all that stuff, everyone goes, "Oh yeah, let's heat metal on the guy's plate armor." I'm sorry, if you just throw a huge quantity of boiling soup at anyone in armor, it's
Oh, God,
gonna
yeah.
get in.
Sir
And then
Drubel's
you got some guy wandering around with his calves melting in soup.
Sir Drubels would like to point out that he started writing this before we started the Lord of the Rings bit, but it was at that moment that Frodo looked at Sam and knew deep down in his heart of hearts that Maggie's soup noodles would go down a treat if he didn't have to destroy the One Ring.
I was going to say about the break in Helm's Deep that they all, for one day, decide to stop and have a nice, refreshing bowl of
Maggie's soup noodles. I would also like to.
Both orc and man can agree with.
I love the idea of at Helm's Deep, you've got the equivalent of the Christmas Eve truce, but it's Maggie's super noodles.
I'd like to throw out there, because we're about to move on to the recap of 2025 round. One of the things that I saw in my researching for this is there was a soup noodles crossover potential question I could have put in here that I haven't, which is K-pop Demon Hunters started a trend on social media that doctors have warned about. And what was it? And one of them,
it's chugging your ramen.
It's chugging the ramen, chugging the searing hot ramen.
I'm surprised it wasn't deep throating sushi.
That was one of the options in the multiple choice. That was one of the multiple choice options. It was the eating a gimbap in one bite, chugging the noodles, and then I can't remember what the other two
that one's
were.
got to be terrible for you. I mean, the excruciating pain that must come from that.
I mean, look, at least there's one thing that couldn't have come from K-pop Demon Hunters. No one's eating their ramen before it's finished.
Yeah, you've got to finish.
You say that, but at the same time, in that thing, so that entire clip is less than 2.5 minutes. I think it's something along those lines, because they literally end up saying, "We'll be there in about 2 minutes," and arrive before the amount of time which is said. And the cup says it's meant to be 3 minutes, which one moment is very important, but we wait 3 minutes and then sod it.
I think the content is during the song, it's been 3 minutes at that point.
Possibly also by the time the plane is falling apart, it's like, we probably can't wait for the noodles anymore. Ben, how did you do in quiz score that round?
I got 7.5.
Rogue, how did you do with quiz score that round?
5.
Nice.
I think we need to have a K-pop Demon Hunters round.
We might, from the sound of it. I don't know if I've got enough questions for it, but we'll find out. There'll be other questions. I mean, there is one K-pop Demon Hunters in the next round. Question, not just a Demon Hunter.
Just randomly pop up. Hi! What did Kim Jong-il do this time?
K-pop Demon Hunters versus Illidan. Fight!
Sir Drubels also complains about the fact that the one brain cell thing apparently works with the chat as well, in that he started writing the Maggie Soup Noodles advert in Lord of the Rings before we talked about Lord of the Rings. And then
Sure you
apparently
did. Sure you did.
only literary work that either side of this two-way conversation could work out was to put a Maggie Soup Noodle advert into the Lord of the Rings. We could have picked any other book, but we all picked Lord of the Rings. And also he got 100 points that round.
To be frank, for the sake of most popular books in the world, it'd be along the lines of either chucking in that or the Bible. If we're just going to go for books by popularity.
And in the beginning, God said, "Let there be Maggie Soup Noodles," and there were, and it was good.
I mean, it better than going Hunger Games, and it's just like.
I mean, to be fair, they'd eat that up. They would eat that up.
Realigned her bow and shot the real villain, the can of Maggie Soup Noodles.
Anyway,
the writer of the Maggie Soup Noodles adverts.
I feel that we've given Maggie Soup Noodles enough advertising for free.
Is that even a real? Is that company still around? I need to look this up.
They are still around. Because I know that for a fact. Because every now and again I get multi-packs of noodles, and guess which company? Guess which company sells them? It's Maggie.
Maggie Soup Noodles. We will take a sponsorship.
We will, absolutely.
And we will do as your German publisher did it. There will be random bits in the middle of a D&D game where Ben, if you would be Hargate for a moment. And
yeah.
Now, Hargate, you got to throw a left, then you got to throw a right, and then what you do, you uppercut them with a can of Maggie Soup Noodles.
A can? Where did you get a can of noodles from?
From all good local retailers.
Thank God that you went on the exact same route I was planning in my head.
Sir Drubel's posts, and Jesus split the bread and shared it among the many so they could enjoy it with their Maggie Soup Noodles.
And sharing the noodles would be a lot easier than sharing the fish and all that lot. Just more water. You just get some more of them.
And Jesus pulled out the 5 loaves of bread and the 3 packs of Maggie Soup Noodles and spread it between the 5,000 people, making some very diluted noodles. 2025 was sure a year that occurred.
It did.
Wasn't it? It did occur. We all went through it.
It was a thing.
We got to the other end. And now it's time to look back on it with some fondness and do a quiz where I ask you potentially amusing questions about things that occurred. So question 1. Which pop star wrote a Pudsey book for children in need? This is, by the way, I should say, before we get started, a multiple choice round.
Yay!
God.
I was gonna say.
Which pop star wrote a Pudsey book for children in need? Harry Styles from One Direction, Aston Marigold from JLS, Jungkook from BTS, or Tom Fletcher from McFly?
Yes, they are people.
They are people. One of them wrote a book about Pudsey for children in need.
What were the names again?
Harry Styles.
Maggie Soup Noodles.
Harry Styles from One Direction, Aston Marigold from JLS, Jungkook from BTS, or Tom Fletcher from McFly?
Okay. I don't like the fact that literally listening through that list is like, yes, I know at least one of those names. These are celebrities. We should really know. I never feel guilty because they don't know me either. Right.
Question. Oh, sorry. Drew's last one.
Oh, yeah?
The story so far. In the beginning, Maggie's Soup Noodles was created. This has made a lot of people very happy and has widely been regarded as a great move.
Oh, now that's a mastery right there.
I've actually looked up some Maggie's Super Noodles facts, which I will be quite happy to intersperse in the quiet periods between questions.
Question 2. Maida, an 11-year-old girl from Liverpool, won a competition to have her artwork shown in cinemas before which new movie that came out last year? Zootopia 2, Wicked for Good, The Bad Guys 2, or The Fantastic Four First Steps?
Well, I saw one of those. I don't remember artwork at the beginning of that one.
So it might help if I say that she won a competition with the BBFC. It might not, but, it might help if I say that. Those are definitely words
high aspirations.
Those are words that I can say, and an acronym that I will mention.
I'm actually physically tired from how much we've been laughing about Maggie's Super Noodles. I mean, physically parts of my body are painfully tired.
Perhaps we should take a moment, as we are very, very tired, to enjoy some Maggie Super Noodle.
I don't have any.
Oh, the sadness.
I have other noodles, but I apparently won't get sponsored by any noodle companies.
Maggie, sponsor him!
Question 3. Which UK city went from being rated as one of the worst places to one of the best in the world? Cardiff, Hull, Brighton, or Glasgow? Which UK city went from being rated as one of the worst places in the world, one of the best? Cardiff, Hull, Brighton, or Glasgow?
I do love that this round I might as well be sort of like throwing darts at a board and seeing what sticks.
I'm currently getting a flavour list so we can all choose our favourite Maggie's flavour.
I feel that
the priorities straight. There we are.
We've glomped onto one thing from this quiz, and it wasn't any of the actual questions. It was the bonus question. That I think Ben and I both saw the same video on Instagram at some point recently.
Probably.
Literally, I saw it this afternoon, having written the questions out. I'm like,
I think I saw it yesterday.
Damn it!
Yeah. So your popular and classic flavors are chicken, curry, or masala. But they have some international spicy options, such as chow mein flavor, spicy chili, Korean barbecue, noted a newer, trendy flavor. Sweet chili and teriyaki, which I'm not sure if that's one flavor or two. I think it's two, and
that
the AI
sounds like
summaries
two.
merged them. And then there's spicy cheesy, which is a blend of spice and creamy cheese, which I find quite enticing.
And now, as complicated as it will be, let's stop talking about Maggie's Soup Noodles until they sponsor us. Because if we keep talking about them, they won't, because we'll have sold it all for free. Question 4 of the 2025 recap. Which pop star was named as the UK's top artist on Spotify Wrapped? Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Roan, Taylor Swift, or Dua Lipa? Which pop star was named as the UK's top artist on Spotify Wrapped? Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Roan, Taylor Swift, or Dua Lipa?
Yes. Apart from Taylor Swift, they are names, but no.
They are names.
So maybe I should just start asking for rounds on music, John.
I mean, the way
think,
we're going, I'm surprised you're not asking for a round on Maggie's super noodles.
I think you could you could just get away with a round on names.
I mean, that's true. But I will say, unironically, if anyone from Maggie is watching, if you sponsor us, I will use my wildcard round for a round entirely on the noodles. I will even dress in Maggie colours.
I am really curious to know under what circumstances somebody from Maggie's Soup Noodles happens to just be watching this tonight and be like, you know what, I'm gonna just gonna, oh, what's this final boss fight quiz? I'm just gonna what the
Why they keep mentioning Maggie? What?
I mean, the fact of the matter, John, someone does win the lottery, so technically the odds do come by every now and again.
Sir Droobles, if you can clip this and get this to Maggie,
yeah,
that's the only way I can see this happening.
You have been given a mission.
Account.
You have been given a mission.
Rogue has said he will wear Maggie's Soup Noodle colours for the quiz if they sponsor. I don't know what that means. Will he dress as a giant noodle bag?
Well, I guess we'll see what Maggie demands.
I tell you what, if they sponsor us, I will wear a Maggie noodle wig. I will literally make a wig out of Maggie noodles, and I will wear that.
I don't know how we can get both of those bits in the same clip, but yeah. Anyway, moving along. Question 5. It's time for question 5. A special bus service.
For £5, aren't they?
Right. A special bus service in Bradford and Leeds picks up which lovable animal for adventure? Rabbits, guinea pigs, cats, or dogs? There is a special bus service in Bradford and Leeds that picks up which lovable animal and takes them on an adventure?
I don't know if this is connected, but I did see a specialized little holiday thing for some animal. I don't know whether that was from... I don't even know if that was from this country. But I'm going to go with that answer, because that had something, and it looked cute, and it was funny. It was adorable.
There you go.
Oh dear.
Adventure trips for animal. Yes. It's a shame that chickens weren't on that list. We could have thrown that one in for the Maggie noodles.
I don't think Maggie's Super Noodles wants to be associated with any of those animals being in their food.
Question 6.
Yeah.
What did Prime Minister Keir Starmer get in trouble for while on a school visit last year?
I know this one.
Not putting his hand up, talking during the lesson, not wearing a school uniform, or doing the 6-7 move?
I have no idea, but I'm going to put that one. The good thing about having no idea about any of this stuff is you just randomly choose and immediately throw down an answer. It takes all the thought process right out of it. I must admit now, I am at that point. I don't know whether you're the same as this, of literally having to stop myself from going full-on commercial mode every time we get this break period. If you subscribe now, you can get yourself...
Don't start giving away Maggie's Super Noodles. We do not have the budget for that.
But we could if Drew does his job. If Drew does his job, we will have the money to give away Maggie's Super Noodles.
And that was a witty joke you made about sponsor name. I really could use some product item here.
There you go.
It makes me feel emotion.
There you go. If you sponsor us, we'll fill in those blanks. But until somebody sponsors us, we don't know. It could be anything.
What emotion do I feel, corporate world? What do I
How do we know? How do we know
Tell
what
me
emotion
what
the
you
product
know.
invokes?
Oh.
So question 7.
Question 7. Yes, thing. I'm doing a thing. There's a quiz going on. The Royal Mint released a special coin themed around which famous board game this year? Was it Monopoly, Cluedo, Uno, or Connect 4? The Royal Mint issued a special coin themed around which famous board game? Monopoly, Cluedo, Uno, or Connect 4?
You're right.
Sorry, I've just seen the link appear in Discord.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I do love their naming for clip names. Enchanting Lazy Vulture Kappa Ross.
Yeah! That's exactly what's going on here.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, I'm actually, oh god, I'm in tears. This one's going down in the history books, John.
Question 8. Experts found a secret VIP tunnel into which Roman landmark? The Parthenon, the Colosseum, Caesar's Palace, or Machu Picchu?
Ooh.
Sorry, can you repeat that list again?
Yes, I can, Rogue. Experts found a secret VIP tunnel into which Roman landmark? The Parthenon, the Colosseum, Caesar's Palace, or Machu Picchu? Please hold any comments on those until later.
Interesting.
You may score points if you get the right answer. And you may get more advantage to that if Ben does not get the right answer.
Yeah.
I mean, I do hope that's how the quiz works.
That is how the quiz works.
Yay!
If you get points and Ben does not correctly answer that question, he doesn't get points.
No! Them, John. I want them so hard.
Question 9 then. Which social media star will be the new judge on Britain's Got Talent? Angry Ginge, Addison Rae, Charlie D'Amelio, or KSI? Which social media star will be the new judge on Britain's Got Talent? Important news from 2025. Or was a new judge. And going forward, is a permanent new fixture on Britain's Got Talent.
Huh.
Angry Ginge, Addison Rae, Charlie D'Amelio, or KSI?
Really helps that I don't watch that.
See, you'd think, considering how much my mother watches it, and that I was there for the Christmas special, that I might have heard something about this, but no.
No. And now the timer is up. It is time for question 10, which is K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah!
Woo!
There's more to the question than that, but...
I
I
thought
just
that
told
was
you
an easy
that was my
answer.
answer.
Yeah!
Question 10. K-pop Demon... Answer that question. K-pop Demon Hunters has broken a lot of records this year, but which of these Did it break? Most movie fans ever, made the most money in movie history, most watched movie of all time on Netflix, or watched in cinemas more than it's been streamed.
I think I know this one.
Ugh. My entire soul. My entire being is now tired.
To Maggie noodles.
And so Asin the Spark said to Felkite the Venturer, "Let's stop this adventure now and settle down in Tamriel for some Maggie's soup noodles."
Please tell me that's an actual quote, that you've actually spent the time and actually found the actual quote as well.
No, that's
want
me
to
drawing.
know translated quote.
That was
to
me
know what it
drawing
is
a
now.
Tamrinor Maggie soup noodles.
Clever.
Oh god.
Self-referential. Love it.
Yeah, I would love to find out at least one of those actual quotes as to how they actually wrote it. Beyond the adventurers were tired. They settled down for some nice little caps. It is amazing how this entire quiz has wrapped itself so succinctly around noodles. This
On the wind.
is mesmerizing.
I am calm.
Alan Carr? What
No,
about
I
Alan?
said I am calm.
Oh, right. Yes, you certainly sounded.
To be fair, considering I know what happens after he says I am a leaf on the wind.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why I can't calm down.
Well, don't worry. I don't think it's going to happen to you.
Okay, questions are done. Answers time now.
Mm. Yoda, he is.
Ben, which pop star wrote a Pudsey book for children in need?
I had no idea, so I put John Cook from JLS.
Rogue.
I went with Tom Fletcher.
And you were correct too. He wrote the book Pudsey and the Thread of Hope. And
That sounds amazing, and you need to turn that into a D&D campaign.
It's a magical new picture book written by best-selling author Tom Fletcher, also of McFly. He also wrote a song and an animation. Well, I don't think he wrote the animation, but there was an animation made of the book. And there's a clothing range now in Asda of, I mean, it's Pudsey, but the Pudsey from the book.
Fair enough.
Written by Tom Fletcher, the story follows Jay, a young boy navigating grief who discovers healing and courage through a magical journey with Pudsey. Available where books are sold. And £1 of every book sale goes to children in need. Around about now, our heroes must be pretty hungry, and what better than a nourishing bowl of Maggie's soup noodles? A quote from a Discworld book, according to an article I found talking about it. So that's how they wrote it in.
Oh wow! That's just a tiny little segment to throw in as well. Can you imagine actually finding that in the book?
Yeah.
I want to know how he found out. Was it just like German fans? You must really, really like these Maggie noodles, eh?
What was it? Is it Dracula that just got really randomly translated in a language, and it was just like the translator was like, "Yes, I am translating," and just wrote his own story.
I think it was.
Oh dear. I cannot see the rails anymore, gentlemen.
Yes, it was when they translated Dracula into Icelandic.
Oh, wow.
The book got translated into a book called Powers of Darkness,
Woo!
Nice.
which was significantly different from English, and nobody knew that it was different. It was ostensibly the same book. Everybody thought it was the same book.
I love the idea that nobody bothered to double check. It's
Uh,
it's Iceland.
I think this says. Oh no, it was the Swedish adaptation.
Oh.
Was it the Swedish
Even better
adaptation?
somehow.
Even better if it came from a member of the Swiss Army. In which case, I used my knife, and I didn't help with the translation, so I just wrote a new one.
Oh no, it was the Icelandic translation, but it was also partially based on a Swedish adaptation that
Oh,
was significantly shorter than the original Dracula story.
interesting.
So there you go. Be careful when you're translating things. Rogue, which film did the 11-year-old girl Maida from Liverpool win a competition to have her artwork shown in front of the film?
I wasn't quite sure, so I went with The Bad Guys 2.
Ben,
I also went with the bad guys too.
I've got bad news for you guys. It was Wicked for Good.
I had half an inkling that it might have been, but at the same time, do we get to see it?
The artwork was displayed on the BBFC certificate for the film. They've started doing that with some films where they'll get kids to draw to do a drawing competition. BBFC
We do
card.
pay the children, right?
Don't know.
Child labour laws. Somebody look this up.
Well, the only thing is, if it's
breaking
gone
the
in,
law.
the only thing is, if it's gone in as a competition, and the prize is to have it shown, then they've paid out the prize, haven't they?
Yeah.
So not, but there's a risk that you might get it. So it's not just child labour; it's gambling. Gambling with in
Mind you,
child
the other
gambling.
side of things.
So
For the sake that you were...
here is, sorry, here is Maida's work. Yep.
I was going to say, it needs to come on stream.
Here it is.
Oh, wow. That's very good.
Yeah. Maida is an 11-year-old girl from Liverpool who drew this. And then it was shown in cinemas in front of Wicked as the normally black certificate from the BBFC.
Well done.
Very nice.
Good job. Well done.
Hmm.
Ben, which UK city went from being rated one of the worst places to one of the best in the world?
As with most of the things in this one, I had no idea, so I said Hull.
And you're correct.
Yeah.
Hull was rated as one of the worst places, and it is one of the places to visit for 2026. Apparently, we should all go and visit Hull.
And then promptly leave.
One of the reasons to go and visit Hull this year is that the Maritime Museum is reopening after significant renovations.
Very nice.
One reason many people could go to Hull is to learn its real name.
Maggie's Super Noodle. Sorry.
That is now the canon. That is now the canon. Move on.
Rogue, which pop star was named the UK's top artist on Spotify Wrapped?
I took a gamble with this one because you mentioned in the UK specifically,
Yes.
and so I went with Dua Lipa.
Wrong. Ben.
I also went for Dua Lipa because I didn't know it, and usually they're the ones which are popular.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, wait, the one I knew?
Yes.
The one I knew!
Correct.
Dang.
She was popular. She was popular last year. What can I say?
I imagine she's been popular for a few years in the prior, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's...
I will admit, Ophelia was quite a good song. I also enjoyed the music video. Very fun. Very
Rogue.
shiny.
What animal did the bus service in Bradford and Leeds pick up? Or does the Bradford and Leeds bus service pick up?
I don't rightfully know, but I really want it to be a guinea pig because I can't think of anything more adorable than a guinea pig scrambling up to the front window of a bus and just sitting on its haunches with its little front paws held together.
That would be adorable.
Ben.
As I say, I don't know whether this is the actual service that you're talking about, but I know that there was one which was going around where they would go around and pick up dogs to take off on a little adventure holidays for the dogs at specialized dog holiday parks. Is it dogs?
It is dogs.
Yeah!
It is a bus service called Billy's Bus that picks up puppy passengers, or as one news article I've just read on the subject, horsingers.
Oh.
I
I see what they did there.
And takes them on adventures for the day. So, yay, dogs.
Honestly, I love that.
Oh yeah.
Rather than doggy daycare, it's doggy pickup.
Doggy bus service. Get them on the Billy's bus.
Coming to you soon in various locations.
Ben, what did Keir Starmer get in trouble for on a school visit?
I didn't know. I placed down talking in a lesson because I feel like he's the sort of person who would carry on talking.
Rogue.
He did 6767 with the children.
He did the 6-7 move.
Really?
Which had been banned in that classroom. And probably lots of other classrooms, but
oh yeah,
he wasn't in those.
He wasn't allowed in those ones after
that. Yeah, he did the 6-7 thing.
Oh boy.
Rogue, which board game had a coin?
I went with Cluedo.
Ben, which same question.
I went with Monopoly. I know that it got very popular for some reason.
It was Monopoly.
Hey.
Oh.
Last year was
I'm not going for the obvious one.
Last year was the 90th birthday of Monopoly. And so they issued a limited edition Monopoly themed coin. So look forward to, I guess, 2035 when we get the 100th anniversary of Monopoly. Then, experts found a VIP tunnel into which Roman landmark?
There's a VIP tunnel. I'm guessing it's the Colosseum.
You are correct.
Yeah!
Rogue, what is your problem with the list of locations that I read out for that?
Well, if you would like to list them out again in order.
The Parthenon.
That is Roman.
The Colosseum.
That is also Roman.
Caesar's Palace.
Is a Vegas casino.
And Machu Picchu.
Is Incan. And I don't know about you, but I didn't see Julius Caesar appear in frickin' Peru.
I just want to point out that the Parthenon is in Athens.
Oh, I've done that twice.
So
because I keep mixing it up with the Parthenon.
They say of the Acropolis where the Parthenon is.
Yeah.
No, not the Parthenon. What's the one that's a dome with the hole in the top?
Oh.
Oh no. Dome hole in top.
So
Rome.
literally the multi-choice there is
Pantheon. That's the one I keep mixing up with.
The multi-choice options there were, which of these is in Rome?
Pretty much.
But also,
God damn it.
I must say, it was sort of catchy. It was like, that doesn't. No.
but apparently
Okay.
the VIP tunnel was to let the Emperor get into the Colosseum without having to.
I was gonna
Go
say it
past
kind of makes
anyone.
sense that they would have a way to get in without going past the public.
Yeah.
Well, it would have to be a tunnel because when the Colosseum was built, one, it was built where Nero's palace burnt down, but it was built on top of a lake that was essentially between the hills of Rome, so it was essentially a major thoroughfare. So you couldn't. It was not like there was a building nearby you could just sneak in from. You could just like hop over the wall. Like it would be difficult. It'd be like trying to sneak out of Buckingham Palace without a tunnel.
Well, yeah, but I don't know without too much of it.
Rogue,
Maggie's soup noodles.
Rogue,
Sorry,
which
what?
social media star is a judge on Britain's Got Talent now?
KSI?
Correct.
Yeah, I got that one as well. Just sort of say, I swear I've seen
I don't
a
know
video
how,
or a
but-
clip. Because they pop up every now and again. And it's like, is he meant to be there? I was literally my thought when I came
is
down.
he
I was
allowed?
like, is he a guest or is this a new
Who
thing they're
is
trying to do to
KSI?
try and drag more people in? I mean, he is literally I think it was a YouTuber to start off with.
He is a
Oh,
co-founding
he's the
member
one
of
who
the
invented
YouTube group
Prime.
The Sidemen.
Huh.
Good luck with your Maggie soup noodles, Drew. We will enjoy the rest of the quiz.
Aye.
That's
Good
a
night.
lot of Prime on this guy's Instagram.
Yeah.
And a lot of Jake Paul? Logan Paul?
Yeah. They were close in. No, but they were quite close and all that side of things. So yeah. Because I
Oh.
think those two did a lot of trying to promote Prime. Especially a lot of the family that say, no, they're not for kids. Kids, drink it.
And Ben,
yeah.
question 10. Which of those
I-
records did K-pop
Obviously.
Demon Hunters break?
Netflix's most watched.
Correct.
That was the third one, right?
That was the third one.
Good, because that's what I wrote down. Was third.
Okay, I've done better in this round than I thought I was.
Oh god, yeah. I think there's 4 answers in here where I double guessed myself and then you got the answer right.
Yeah.
I think you kicked my butt this time.
Ben,
Oh.
how did you do that round?
I got 6 out of 10.
Gets you up to 13 and a half. Rogue, how did you do?
Thank goodness at the half.
I got 5.
Okay, 3.5 points in it. We go into round 3. Big screen, little sentences, 3. So as previously, this is the same as the last 2 times we did this. I've got a 1-sentence description of a film. You have to tell me what the film is. Question 1. After moving across the country, an 11-year-old girl experiences mood swings.
Okay.
After moving
Repeat
across
that
the
one.
country, an 11-year-old girl experiences mood swings.
It's The Hobbit.
Yes, I remember the 11-year-old girl in that party.
I tell you that my mind immediately jumps to Tolkien and either Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. Far frequent more than anything else. It would have come down to, let's get our prior one with the noodles. Imagine it being in Lord of the Rings. So, it's like default in the head, it must be. Got Tolkien on the brain.
Question 2. 4 friends are late for a wedding. Four friends are late for a wedding.
Late for a wedding.
I do love, once again, it's a good thing I probably got the camera off at the moment. Just for the sake of, at the moment, I'm just imagining what faces I'm making as my brain is now trying to play clips of different films where people get late for a wedding and counting the people in the scene.
There's 5 people in that film.
That one's a funeral. Dang it.
That one has 4 weddings in it. Question 3. Millionaire oil tycoon explains the rules for sharing a milkshake.
Oh.
Say that again?
Millionaire oil tycoon explains the rules for sharing a milkshake.
I think I got that one. I'm gonna sound like the little train that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I got it. I think I got that one.
So he's stumped. For number 3.
Well, now it's time for number 4. A slacker seeks justice for a ruined rug. Slacker seeks justice for a ruined rug.
I'm guessing from that giggle that I think we both got that one.
Yeah. I actually have a story about a trip to Edinburgh Fringe involving this particular film.
Okay. I'm going to stop the timer and we'll do question 5. And then we'll hear stories later. Question 5. A well-placed bomb ensures that public transport arrives ahead of schedule for once. A well-placed bomb ensures that public transport arrives ahead of schedule for once.
That is a curious one. So it's now got me thinking about other films and other bits of... Once again, you've now got me thinking of bombs on public transport.
I mean, there's really one film in that genre that you should be thinking about.
Well, hopefully. I mean, it's only one with the right answer, let's face it.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong in that respect. There is definitely only one film I'm looking for the title of.
Maggie's Soup Noodles.
Confuse the hell out of everybody that's not in the quiz tonight. You guys are going to bring it up at the start of like Dungeon of the Mad Mage next week, and everybody's going to go, "What the fuck are they talking about?" Question 6. Sam plays the
sponsored.
Sam plays the piano again. Question 6.
What?
Sam plays the piano
I get that one. I think I got that one anyway. I hope I have.
Ben's starting to question himself now as to whether he has that one.
Oh god, my mind just went. Do you suffer from memory loss? Then you should try Maggie's soup noodles. They'll be back in no time flat. I don't know why that immediately jumped into my mind as I started thinking on this one. It's like
I
the
feel
Red
like if we
Bull
want
offering wings.
I feel like if we want to get sponsored, one, like John said, we need to stop giving them free advertising. But two, maybe we shouldn't attribute miracle cures.
We should do question 7, however. A violent child's Christmas wish does not involve children's services. A violent child's Christmas wish does not involve children's services. The other thing I quite like about this round is that I don't have to scroll on the screen to see all of them. That's quite nice. It's not often that all of the questions and answers fit on a single screen.
I mean, it's a very valid point, definitely.
It's the small things. The thing about it, you guys are not just going to bring it up on stream. We're going to just be in the tower at some point, and you're going to go, "This chat brought to you by Maggie's Soup Noodles." Nothing better than a nourishing bowl of soupy noodles. Question 8. A girl deals with being kidnapped by talking to the furniture. A girl deals with being kidnapped by talking to the furniture.
I'm really good at this round. This round.
I think I'm doing quite good at this round as well.
No,
I love the
this
fact
round
that
is kicking my
I've
butt.
also come up with a little side answer for one of these ones as well. So technically there is a additional one which would fit in perfectly, and well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. And I don't know why I'm doing Mrs. Doubtfire all of a sudden.
I can't help you
Well,
with that.
you know, I mean, the necrophilia is a bit of a problem, but you know, if they consent. Yes,
No!
I broke him. I broke him.
Question
broke
9.
Ah.
Question 9. A lonely caretaker falls in love with a fish. A lonely caretaker falls in love with a fish.
Oh, what's it called?
That is the question.
No, it is. Duh. Is it that one? Oh, you know when you write down and it's like, is it? Or am I mixing it up with a different film entirely? No, that one was a horror film. This is right. This is right. This is right.
And now, finally, question 10. A
Yes.
girl steals her younger sister's chance to be on a national TV show.
Okay.
I think we both got that one pretty
Okay,
quick.
Yeah, I think we got that one.
Are we ready for some answers?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Sure, yeah, let's end my suffering.
Rogue. After moving across the country, an 11-year-old girl experiences mood swings in
Inside Out?
Inside Out. Ben, 4 friends are late for a wedding in...
The Hangover.
Correct.
Your kid... Really?
Yeah, it's the whole plot. The three friends have woken up with a bad hangover and now looking for the groom who's meant to be at the wedding. Is the entire plot.
I forgot about that last bit for some reason. I'd put it in there as like a cursory answer, and I was just like, no, that can't be right. Although at
Chris,
some
what did you
point,
put down
we
in
do
the
need
end?
to hear you singing the Tiger song.
Rogue, billionaire oil tycoon, explains the rules for sharing a milkshake in.
No idea.
Ben,
There will be blood.
there will be blood.
Yeah! I
What are the
drink
rules?
your milkshake!
Is that the rule for sharing a milkshake?
So in the film, there is a quote that Daniel Day-Lewis's character explains to Paul Dano's character, saying, if you have a milkshake and I have a milkshake and I have a straw, my straw reaches across the room and starts to drink your milkshake, I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
I always remember that quote.
Very weird.
As in,
I
like,
think it's meant
basically,
to be
like, I'm gonna drain your oil.
It's
Yeah,
along
I'm
the lines
agree.
of, yeah.
Yeah, I get. Still very weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's played up as rather weird as well, to be fair, but
Ben.
it's an excellent one for the sake of, yeah, I'm taking that. Right, yeah.
Ben, a slacker seeks justice for a ruined rug in...
The Big Lebowski.
Correct. Rogue, a well-placed bomb ensures that public transport arrives ahead of schedule for once in...
Speed.
Speed. Or if you look it up on IMDb, the bus that couldn't slow down does redirect you to the page for Speed.
I'm gonna say, pretty sure that's just The Simpsons.
If you search on IMDb for the bus that couldn't slow down, it will send you to Speed.
I think it's a bit like when it came out like the day after tomorrow. It
I
had
love
multiple depending where it went.
That's such a good Easter egg. Oh, I need to see if I can encourage work to put more like redirect Easter eggs in our software. That'd be great.
Ben,
Sam plays the piano again in...
I'm glad I got this one because it's Casablanca.
Yep.
But did you know that there is also a spoof movie done about it called Play It Again, Sam?
I did not.
Which is done by Woody Allen, and it's okay. Technically, it's both.
I think.
Yes,
is there not the thing that they never actually say "Play it again, Sam"? Like,
I think there's a lot. It's a misquote. I know it's a misquote. I can't remember what the actual quote is. But yeah, it is a misquote from Casablanca, which then led to the spoof of the "Play It Again, Sam," which I think solidified the quote or the misquote. I can't remember how it works around, but I know they're sort of tied to each other.
The actual quote is, "Play it once, Sam, for old time's sake."
I have a feeling it was thanks to a bit like when it comes down to Some Mothers Do Have Them.
It's all of those like misheard quotes. Like,
oh yeah, but thanks to impersonators, they sort of made it feel like that was the right one. Like, "Ooh, Betty" is never said at any point in Some Mothers Do Have Them. It was put together by Lenny Henry. Because it sounds right, that's all it takes.
yeah.
Anyway, carrying on.
Rogue, a violent child's Christmas wish does not involve children's services in...
Does not include child services.
Does not involve children's services.
Oh, I didn't hear the not. Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yep.
I didn't hear the not, so I ruled out Home Alone entirely whilst doing the question. So I'm just going there. What other films are there? What about the bad Home Alone things? The ones that don't have Charlie McCulkin in? Do they involve child services? Thank you. By giving me the correct quote, I got a point.
Ben. Girl deals with being kidnapped by talking to the furniture in...
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Rogue, lonely caretaker falls in love with a fish in...
Shape of Water?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ben.
I was mixing that one up with Beneath for some reason.
Ben, a girl steals her younger sister's chance to be on a national TV show in...
The Hunger Games.
Correct. I am glad after answering that in 10 seconds, you both hopefully got that right.
Yeah. We did.
Right.
In fact, I think 10 seconds is overstating how long.
I
how
am going to
little
say
time it
that
took.
I need to make a quick run off for a second, so I know that...
Before you go,
I know
what's
you've
your
got
score?
some anecdotes. I got 10 out of 10.
Yay!
I will be back in just a moment.
Rogue, how did you do?
I only got 7. I think Ben might be running away with it this week.
Ben appears to be running away with it this week, but we'll see how that continues in Greek mythology. Especially if I start asking you the questions before he gets back. That would be his Achilles heel. I mean, speaking of sponsorships, no, I haven't suddenly been contacted by Maggie's Soup Noodles. Like,
That'd be wild.
Midstream, we have not suddenly got a sponsorship. We are sponsoring an event this year. And so I think this is going to be the first time we're like properly announcing that we're sponsoring an event. And I should have had something written for it, but I don't. I wasn't prepared for Ben to disappear.
Right, I'm back. I am so sorry for that, but I am back.
We are sponsoring.
And you can find out the answer to that mystery at the end of the quiz. Who are we sponsoring?
We are sponsoring an event this year in Brentwood. We are doing a day of community gaming at Bardswell Social Centre, which we are sponsoring, and it's going to be called BardsCon. It's going to be taking place on Sunday, June the 14th. We are going to be there. Harp's Core are going to be there. Spellicious is going to be there. We're working out if Dice of the Seeker can get there. They're away that week, so they might not make it. We're reaching out to other people that we know and love.
Will people be able to do at BardsCon?
You'll be able to play games and do commerce. And
basically, have fun and explore fantasy.
Both Ben and I will be there, and probably both Ben and I will run role-playing games of some description.
Yeah.
Think of all those cute tote bags you can take home.
Yeah. You'll have to bring cute tote bags, because...
But you can definitely take them home.
You can take them home again afterwards. And there is
selling them.
There is a big charity auction that will be taking place, that if you buy your tickets before we stop doing the early bird tickets, you get a free raffle ticket. So buy your tickets now at link available on our website. Bing. I don't have any fancy things to make the links appear on the stream. Should look into that. But now it is time for round 4. Round 4 is because I've been watching Percy Jackson and the Olympians on Disney+. This is Greek mythology. And question 1. Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropis were the 3 sisters of what? And I put down my phone to not have the timer, so that's now running as well. Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropis were the 3 sisters of what? And ooh, somebody that I like has just released some new music on YouTube Music. I'll listen to that after the stream.
Can you say those names again?
Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos. Atropos.
Yeah, they are.
They are, aren't they, Ben?
There they are. You won't know what they are until I say what they are, but they are what they are. Because they are.
They are what they are, and they
They
always have
are.
been those.
Are they?
Maybe.
There's a possibility.
Probably. They are unless they aren't. Really.
In
Question.
case if they aren't.
Considering the sets of siblings in groups of 3 in Greek mythology, there's actually a shockingly large number of people these could be.
There are.
Question 2. Who is the goddess of agriculture and the harvest?
In Greek mythology.
In Greek mythology, yes. I'm not going to put Greek mythology in front of all of these questions.
Aww.
Some of them do have it in there. I don't know why some in a round where I was like, in Greek myth, like this is the Greek myth round, some of them have, like, according to Greek mythology at the start of it. Oh. What else am I going to be talking about in the Greek myth round?
The Romans? The Minoans?
Persians. Good old
Rhetorical question.
Multiple gods from the Near East. Egypt.
Question 3, and there are multiple answers for this, so full points to anyone whoever gets the most of the 5 answers I have written down for this. What was Dionysus the god of?
So...
Screen, will you stay on better if I plug you in, phone?
Leave. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Ah.
I've just taken a look at the scores. I just realized that, I'm a bit ahead.
You're doing pretty well. This has not been my favorite. This has not been my best work. And this round goes very well in my favor.
Question 4.
It probably will, but still, right.
Question 4. According to Greek mythology, who was the first mortal woman?
Oh. That's something else. I don't know, but... I'm thinking of another one. Okay, well, let's leave it. Sorry, I'm just going through like turmoil here. It's like,
Just a warning to anyone who does know the answer to this question or does not know the answer to this question.
Give me your answers.
It will very much ruin your image of Greek mythology as in the Hercules Disney film. Because no.
I haven't seen them.
Shockingly.
No. I mean the original, like the you know the good musical one that makes utterly no sense as to how it works. But
shockingly,
it's amazing.
that is not the most accurate representation of Greek mythology.
Indeed.
It is a very good film. but it is
absolutely fantastic.
not a great representation
I
of
will
Greek
admit, as we start going through this, I'm really wishing I was watching a. I've recently been watching the mythology guy who's been going through and sort of going through, and I recently watched him going through God of War, going through the games of God of War, and in particular the Norse games, to go through how the mythology of the Norse games. It's like, yeah, that's not quite right. This is this. I'm wishing I was on a different subject now. Watching this.
Speaking of Norse myth, I need to find a detailed breakdown as to Norse myth in the Remedy series of games.
Oh,
There's so much.
There is
Like,
quite a lot of
there's so
references
much.
to it.
There's so much, but I want to sort of see what weird stuff they've thrown in there. Because I have a new headcanon, and I have not played any of the Alan Wake games.
okay.
But my
Have you
my
played any
working
of the
theory...
Alec Wake?
What?
Never mind. You said Alec first. I was wondering.
Sorry, Alan Wake games.
Wondering if you played any of the Alec Wake games.
Sadly not.
No.
But just with like the themes of like light and dark, my working theory is that Alan Wake is meant to be bolder,
Ooh.
That makes some sense.
or at least associated with.
It's now time for question 5. What does Persephone eat that forces her to stay in the underworld?
Oh, I know that one.
Let's try spelling that correctly.
Once again, we're not a spelling test.
I was about to go into detail and realizing I don't need detail on this one. I don't need to put detail in on any of them. I've done that once already in this stream, and we don't need a repeat. So that inner geek part of me was just like, I gotta explain. It's like, no, you don't. You don't, vote.
Are we ready to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Athena present to the people of Athens as part of a contest for the honour of the city being named after her? What did Athena present to the people of Athens as part of a contest for the honour of having the city named after her?
Oh.
This myth does very much reinforce the idea that Athenians were really, really full of themselves.
Really?
Oh my God, yes.
I might have chosen the wrong thing then.
Oh no, you may have chosen the right thing, but this entire myth, this story, is just very much evidence of Athens being very up themselves.
Fair enough.
Like,
I must be the only reason I am remembering this one is apparently it has a connection, or a believed connection, to another bloody idiot. But we can talk about that in a bit. But I didn't realize there's a pompous nature to it, which is an interesting one, which I'll be looking forward to listening to as we get to that.
Question 7. What was Hypnos the god of in Greek mythology?
oh, where's your brother? You know.
Can't help but feel like this is a trick question and that it's actually for something else. You know, it's like, it's too easy. It's got to be something else. Like, it's the whole thing where, oh no, actually, I was going to throw out a joke about the whole Greek pantheon and all this, and in particular, who does this and does that. As I realise, if I start doing it and the answers come in later, it's probably not going to be a good thing that I've thrown them out. Even though I'm sure Rogue already knows these answers, but still.
And now it's time for question 8. Which Greek hunter has a constellation named after him?
That's a nice easy one.
Yeah.
That's one I think I know.
Want to move on?
Yeah, I'm happy to move on. I'm quite happy with what I placed.
Question 9. Who is the mother of Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia?
Oh.
Oh, I nearly put the wrong answer down. Answer down.
Very pivotal character in the mythos.
Can you repeat the question? Just make sure I've got it right.
Who is the mother of Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia?
Good. I nearly put down a very wrong answer.
No, it's not that. No. You were born. No.
Yes, maybe. I don't
Oh.
know. Can you repeat the question?
I can ask you.
No.
I can now ask you question 10 because the timer just went off.
Damn it.
What is a Nereid? What is a Nereid?
A Nereid.
A Nereid. N-E-R-E-I-D. Nereid.
I feel like I've faced this in a game somewhere, but I can't remember. That's a bad answer, Ben. That's a bad answer. Oh, maybe.
That's
Maybe.
exciting. That's exciting.
And now it's
Maybe
time to
that.
get the answers.
Oh, boy.
The time is up. It is time for me to say to you, Rogue, who are Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos?
I believe they're the Fates.
They are indeed the Fates.
Yes, good.
Ben, who is... You were going to say?
Shutting up. I'm shutting up.
Yes, Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos are the Fates. You'll have seen them in Disney's Hercules, sharing one eye. Ben, who is the goddess of agriculture and the harvest?
Demeter.
Correct. Rogue, what is Dionysus the god of?
A lot of things. Wine, grape harvest, madness, fertility, theatre, and religious ecstasy. Which I know is more than the 5 that you said there were.
I mean, I've just got the 5 that I've got
don't.
written down. Like, he did a lot of other stuff, I'm sure, than the ones that are here. He was a busy dude.
How many ones you got?
Ben, what do you have written down?
So I end up getting harvest, wine, theatre, fertility, and madness.
The ones I have written down are wine, fruitfulness, parties, madness, and drunkenness.
Huh.
That sounds
That's
like 5 points all round.
Yeah, I think that sounds like points all round.
So is that 5 points or just the point?
I say 5 points each.
Yay!
Yeah.
It makes
It's
zero
hard to fist bump.
difference.
It's hard to fist bump through the internet, Ben.
Yeah!
Fist bump.
Yeah!
We
Uh,
love our wine guy.
busy guy. Also, if you watch Percy Jackson, he's the director of Camp Half-Blood.
Also got
Also
born
be in
on
charge
way
of camp.
too many people's legs. Way
Ben,
too many mums.
according to
Okay.
Greek mythology, who was the first woman?
Okay, I think this is going to be wrong. I just
We need to
I
get this
can't
right so
think of
hard.
anything else. Pandora. Pandora is the only name which which was first made and all that side of thing, but it can't be the first.
Correct. She is the
What?
first mortal woman.
What? But no,
Which
I
is why I was saying so much about like this story is why you. It's like considering why she was made. Zeus
Okay.
sucked.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's kind of just Greek myth in a real nutshell, isn't it?
Okay. Well, I'm glad I got the point, but at the same time, it's like, you know, when you write that, it's like, it can't be. It can't be, but I can't think of any other named first mortal.
I have looked it up, by the way. Pandora, first mortal woman. First mortal man didn't get a name. There are other myths that name him, but in a lot of the mythology, it's just they made a guy. That is human.
In Greek mythology, they sort of have like. I think this is in Greek mythology. There's a story about how essentially it's one of the explanations for soulmates is the idea that humans were originally had 2 heads, 4 arms, and 4 legs. And the reason why you wouldn't have the first man and the first woman is because they were all split apart and became man and woman. I'm not sure if I'm misattributing that to Greek mythology.
I'm not sure. What I briefly read was that basically they sort of made humans and then gave out a load of traits to all of the other animals, and humans didn't get anything. And then Prometheus went fire, and Zeus went bad boy. Greek myth broken down into the simplest of forms. That sounds like a fun video series. Greek myth simplified. Actually, Greek myth simplified. Zeus was horny.
Most pop stories. It's one of my favorite things that occasionally turns up from Tumblr. Is just the idea of a movie that is just all of Zeus's abandoned children joining together in an army and marching on Mount Olympus.
I just like the Greek myth simplified. Zeus was horny. Norse mythology simplified. And then Loki did a thing.
Yeah, so I just looked up the whole 2-headed, 4-armed beings. So that is one version of the story, but that's because Greek mythology has many stories about the creation of humanity, including the fact that one was that they were made by Athena, one that they were made by Zeus, one that they were made by Prometheus.
Interesting.
Who would have thought a religion that existed disorganized for hundreds and thousands of years would have different versions of the same story?
Yeah, it's a very valid point.
I've forgotten who I asked that question. Rogue.
So you asked that to me, so yeah,
Rogue.
so it'll be Rogue next.
What does Persephone eat that forces her to stay in the underworld?
I believe it's pomegranate seeds that grew in the underworld.
It is. How do you spell pomegranate?
Pomegranate? No, E.
It's Pomegranaate.
Correct.
Yeah!
No,
See, I originally did it as if it was granite, and I was like, that can't be right. And then I went, granite?
no bonus points for the spelling, but it
Dang
was
it.
fun. Also, when I was writing it out earlier, I did misspell it and have to have it spell checked. As I wrote it how Rogue said. What did Athena present to the people of Athens as part of a contest for the honor of the city being named after her, Ben?
I don't know if this is right. I think this is. Once again, I don't know if this is right, and I have a feeling it might be, but it was something which apparently there was a belief that we'd taken this concept of the piece of the olive branch, so it was an olive tree.
Correct.
As it was meant to be a symbol that. Oh, it is! Oh!
Yes.
It was meant to be like symbol of peace for the sake of you, which I'm granting you with this olive tree. But
May
what
I
is
be
the
more
other
specific?
story? Yes, please.
So, I mean, I can tell the full version of the story that I know. Is essentially the people of Athens, their city was going to be so glorious, blah blah, blah, that multiple gods were going to pitch for the privilege of the city being named after them. Note the privilege of the god being having a city named after them, and having to compete for that as step one of quite how arrogant the story is. But Athena and Poseidon both present their gifts. Poseidon produces a saltwater spring in one of the nearby mountains. Impressive, but not all that useful. And Athena puts a seed in the ground and grows the first olive tree.
Oh.
So not even just a olive branch, or which is a version I've heard before or whatnot, but the last version I read was quite specifically the first olive tree, which is just like, really, this plant that grew over the entire Mediterranean, you want to claim it grew in Athens first? You arrogant sodding city.
Okay, I can see where the arrogance come from, the pompousness. Yeah.
This particular article that I have that talks about the contest, Poseidon strikes the ground with his trident, and the earth shook, and an underground sea was created, and water sprang from a hole in the ground. And this was Poseidon's gift to the people of Athens. However, they had a lot of rivers already, and they were quite close to the sea as it was, so... There are apparently also some sources that mention that he gave them a horse.
He was the god of the sea, horses, and earthquakes.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Then Athena knelt to the ground and planted something, and everyone held their breath. And then an olive tree just kind of went and grew up out of nothing very quickly. And the tree was a high-quality timber source, while its fruit was nutritional and could be used to make olive oil, which had multiple applications. And everybody went, ooh,
Athens!
The record, anyone who happens to be watching this who is from Athens, lovely city, really enjoyed going there. But my god, did the Periclean period of Athens have a real ego problem.
And that contest between Athena and Poseidon took place on the Acropolis, where the Parthenon is.
What do they say about...
They
it
say
has
that
no straight lines!
they also say that that's where the contest between the gods took place, and that's why they probably put Parthenon there. Was like, if the gods are going to show up to your city and be part of a contest, you put a temple where they were.
That makes sense.
Rogue, what was Hypnos the god of?
Sleep.
Yes.
Oh, that was right.
Yeah.
I was really second
Sometimes it's
shitting
just
my head.
simple,
It's like,
man.
yeah.
Sometimes it's just that easy.
Rogue, which Greek hunter has a constellation named after him?
Orion?
Yes.
I was starting to doubt myself there because, like, it would be the funniest thing if I just said, sometimes it's really simple. And then
Yeah.
I get asked and it's wrong.
I
No,
do like there's
sometimes it
also this-
remains that simple.
I do
Yep.
like that the story with Orion is that he got killed by the Scorpion, which is Scorpio, and they had to be placed on opposite sides of the sky because they would carry on fighting each other. The one beast that
Oh, I
felled
thought-
him, and they would fight forever.
Oh, maybe
So they were separated.
maybe I thought it was because Orion was killed by Artemis.
I have not. I'm just
Maybe that's
remembering
a
one of the
different
stories
version
I
of
was
the myth.
told. Potentially. I know that you said he's such a brave hunter and all that sort of thing, and felled everything. Then we got taken down by a scorpion. I mean, they both got put into the sky, and he was pissed off at the fact that they would fight daily, so they had to be separated, so that they would no longer fight. That was a story I got told when I was a kid, first getting into astrology, and I don't know whether that's our myth or whether it's a myth which has been from that point in time, whether it's something which has been generated in between.
Yeah, this is. I've looked it up. In Greek mythology, Orion was a gigantic, supernaturally strong hunter, born to Uriel, a Gorgon, and Poseidon, the god of the sea. One myth recounts that Gaia was in fury at Orion, who dared to say that he would kill every animal on Earth. So the angry goddess tried to dispatch Orion with a scorpion.
There's one where Apollo tricks Artemis into shooting him by claiming that he was that a distant target in the distance was in fact was I think also a scorpion. And I think one's really tragic because I think there was a rule where anyone who saw her naked, she had sworn she would kill. And by sheer happenstance, he finds her changing. And whilst she's crying, she kills him. All various reasons why he's been put up there.
But it says, it goes on to say here, this is he was going to be dispatched by the Scorpion. This is given as the reason why the constellations of Scorpius and Orion are not in the sky at the same time. However, Orphilicus, the serpent bearer, revived Orion with an antidote, and this is said to be the reason that the constellation of Orphilicus stands midway between the Scorpion and the Hunter in the sky.
Oh. Very
I wonder
interesting.
if, like, when we start traveling the stars, because obviously different planets will have different constellations, and we might start making different constellations, whether or not, like, you could, like, do something like the Orion tour and just go to each of the solar systems that make up like the constellation of Orion. Like that, I think would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Ben, who is the
Yes.
mother of Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia?
Right. I know I got this wrong in the first place, so I end up changing it because I know it's not Gaia, it is the daughter of Gaia, whose name I do not know.
Yes. Rogue.
I do know. It's Rhea,
Yes.
who is a daughter of Gaia.
Yes.
It was one of those things where I put down Gaia first, it's like, no, Gaia didn't. It's just...
Yeah, no, I did exactly the same thing.
I'm glad to hear that.
And question 10, what is a Nereid, Rogue?
The Nereids are sea nymphs. I can go into more detail if you would like.
No, that is correct. You can now go into more detail.
So they're actually named after their father, as Nereus, one of these like old man of the sea, god of the sea type figures who sort of worked for, was associated with Poseidon. They also had brothers called the Nereids, who I don't know anything about.
Oh.
Other than
I
I know
must-
that there are Nereids and they are Nerites, and I fulfill different roles.
I had no idea, I must admit. I knew that they were something to do with the sea. And I ended up making a guess that they were the horses of the sea, like the white horses of the sea. But that was about the best guess which I came up
Those
with.
are the hippocampi.
Ah. Ah, well.
What? I want to. I now want to find out what the Nerites were. So the Nerites. Oh no! Apparently, I misspoke. There was only one Nerite, their only male sibling.
No, just
A
that
young
guy.
boy of stunning beauty, celebrated in, in Mariner's Tales. Aphrodite apparently fell in love with him in one version of the mythology.
Lucky guy.
Before she emerged from the sea.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Aphrodite, when he said no, Aphrodite turned him into a shellfish.
That's a little
And
one-sided.
I think he is associated with shellfish and snails.
Yay!
In the second version, Neretes was loved by Poseidon and was in a homosexual relationship with Poseidon. We stand a sea king.
Sea king. Sea king. Ben, how did you do that round?
So I got 12 points out of 10.
That many.
Yeah.
Rogue.
I don't know if this will do the trick, but I got a perfect score.
Ooh.
What was the perfect score? That was 14?
14. I do believe Ben has won.
I believe Ben has won, but I'm going to double check on a calculator because my
I believe they will take it up to 31.
Yes, it will indeed take it to 31, which
I
means,
actually won one!
which means that
Well
Ben
done.
has won tonight's quiz, and Rogue gets to name a round for next time.
Oh, and I can't do Greek mythology because we've literally just had it. You know what? I said I
Greek
wanted it.
mythology!
Greek mythology 2, even Greeker. Greek harder, even more Zeus. Thunderstruck. Some pun involving Aphrodite's tits. No. More seriously, no. Let's go with let's go with K-pop Demon Hunters. I think that'd be a great quiz. I think it'd be a great quiz round. I love that film.
Yeah, it's good.
Let's
It's
give it a
very
go.
good.
See what happens. I'll surely be able to find 10 questions about that film. And the songs from it. And other things there as well. Tune in March for that quiz night. We'll be back then. We'll be back before then as well. Don't go away until March. Please. Please stay. So lonely. So lonely. Please do hit the follow button. It's a great way for you guys to know when we go live. A completely free way that you can support us on the channel. It really does mean a lot to us. We have a Discord you can join to chat with us about the games we're playing and things that we're doing. We have a YouTube channel that you can go to catch up on all the things that we have previously done. We have a website at finalbossfight.co.uk that you can go to for all the stuff that we do, including tickets, the ticket link for BardsCon, which we are sponsoring. We have these streams coming up, he said, struggling to find the button for it. These ones. Tomorrow night, the Eve of Ruin campaign continues. It's been a month, and we'll find out what the heroes have been up to for the last month. since we saw them last, saving the 4 nobles of Neverwinter, and now probably settling into their new homes within the town. On Tuesday, Durgan Age Inquisition continues, as I need to go and confront the Vidasala because she just tried to have me killed. That's mean. On Wednesday, Minecraft.
Yeah.
We'll do stuff.
And hopefully we'll be creating some new little golems. The
Yeah.
vibranium one would be a nice one.
I have made enough vibranium for us to vibranium golem.
Yeah.
And we'll potentially do a test to see if I think that the tech can make the crystals grow faster than the golems do. Maybe we'll see if
for
that
more
is the
science.
case.
Let John do some science and watch him. Peer review. You are his peer review.
But I have also been working around the base in the between times. I've got us some more bees. I've got us some more energy crystals. I've got some more lava generation in progress. And we're now up to 3 64X lava power generators. Which is effectively we've got 3 stacks of magmatic generators running at the same time at the moment. So we got a lot of power right now. Got a lot of power coming in. So one of the things we might look at doing this time, I think it's I'd like to start setting up some of the draconic evolution bits and pieces. So maybe we look at building the very large draconic evolution power storage block. Because that'll be fun. Not the nuclear reactor that draconic evolution gives us. Because that can go very wrong.
Considering we're stuck on a little island, we don't want it to go very wrong.
For Ben, do you remember our old channel trailer?
A little, I swear I do, yeah.
Do you know the middle bit where there's that big explosion? Like the flash, it goes to white, the screen break. Yeah, that was the draconic evolution reactor.
Wow.
Fair enough. We let Michael set one off because he wanted to build a base in the ruins. And it was a lot bigger than either of us were expecting.
Isn't the fun stuff like that, though?
So tune in for these, and then we'll have other streams going forward as well. For now, let's see who is live for us to raid into.
Ooh, let's see.
Let's go with VBI-kun, who is doing some art.
Yeah.
Go give VBI some love. We'll see you guys again real soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.